A plot by die-hard Tory Remainers to water down Brexit backfired yesterday as the European Union warned Britain would have a harder exit if MPs vote down a deal. 11 rebels backed an amendment on Wednesday that gives Parliament the power to send the Prime Minister back to the negotiating table if the Commons rejects the final agreement. Some MPs believe this would give them the chance to order the government to return to Brussels to seek a softer Brexit, with for example continued membership of the single market and customs union. But at a summit yesterday, EU leaders said there would be no prospect of reopening talks if that happens, meaning the country would simply leave the bloc without a deal. Theresa May shrugged off the rebels' victory yesterday, saying she was still on course to deliver Brexit as she arrived for the European Council meeting in Brussels. She said, "I am disappointed with the amendment, but actually the EU withdrawal bill is making good progress through the House of Commons. Just look at the passage of the EU withdrawal bill so far. We've actually had 36 votes on the bill and we have won 35 of those with an average majority of 22. So the bill is making good progress. We're on course to deliver on Brexit, we're on course to deliver on the vote of the British people." Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson said Brexit was unstoppable. He added, "It's going to go on and we will get it done in a very successful and a very timely way. In my view the Commons vote on the rebel amendment, won't for 1 second stop the Brexit process. Of course it's right that Parliament should have a vote on the final deal. That was always going to be the case. I don't think last night's vote really changes those facts. I can't believe for the life of me that Parliament will actually vote to stop or reverse the Brexit process or frustrate the will of the British people. That's just not going to happen." EU leaders lined up to praise Mrs May, as they rejected the significance of the rebel amendment and prepared to give the green light to moving on to trade talks at a meeting this morning. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte, "She has a formidable stature here and last week Friday showed all of us that we should not underestimate Theresa May, she's a formidable politician." Asked if she can deliver on her promises, he replied, "Yes, I do think so because I believe in UK society." Xavier Bettel, the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, said it would not be possible for the PM to negotiate another Brexit deal should it be rejected by Parliament. He said, "To think that Theresa May will negotiate something, we will negotiate something and then again Theresa May will go back to Westminster is not good for the position of the negotiations. This negotiation should be based on trust. I think Westminster should trust that Theresa May will do the best for the UK. Westminster shouldn't, even before we start negotiations, to have in their heads that they don't trust the Prime Minister. I'm sure she's going to do a good job." Over dinner last night, Mrs May told EU leaders she was personally committed to ensuring the UK continues as a close friend and ally after our withdrawal.